Okay, we're on to lesson number 2 now, and we're going to be talking about warm-ups. Again, I'm going to be using a lighter cane for warm-ups. The first thing we're going to do is just like any other martial arts style, you need to get warmed up before class. Doing jumping jacks is a good way to do that, and we're going to utilize the bottom with our jumping jacks. So I'll give you an example here. You're going to grab your weapon, and you're going to push this over your head as you do your jumping jack. Now, you could do that for 1 minute, 100 jumping jacks, whatever you want. That's up to you. The next exercise would be a jumping jack where we're pushing the weapon straight out in front. So here, we're pushing it out, and we're bringing our feet out at the same time. Just like that. The last way of doing the jumping jack is to throw the weapon up over your head, okay? So from here, I throw it up over my head. Rising, we're lifting it up. Okay, and that would be your basic warm-up. Now we're going to talk about getting the wrist warmed up with the moulinets, and you're going to take an L-shaped position, flex your knees, hold your cane out. Your hand needs to be at least as high as your chin. Your other hand can be behind your back, it can be at your side, it really doesn't matter. And the first thing we're going to do is upward. So we're cutting upward, and we're making these big circles on each side of our body, and our hand is high. And again, you could do those for 10 times, 25, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute. It really just depends. Now we're going to do downward figure eight. So again, here we're drawing big circles on either side of our body. Hand is held high. Now we're going to move on to overhead. Okay, and we're making these overhead circles and four-handed motion. Overhead, just like that. Now we're going to do the reverse and do a backhanded overhead motion, just like that. Now, those would be your warm-ups that you should do before you participate in your class. Get your students or yourself warmed up with the jumping jacks, then get your wrists loosened up. And I would recommend doing it on both sides. Primarily, we're going to stick with the right side. And eventually, I want you to train with both. But right now, we're just going to, for the sake of training and the time constraint, we're just going to stick with the right. But I want you to make sure that you're doing it on both sides. All right, that ends this lesson on warm-ups.